What's up, YouTube? This is 4th Star TCG, and today I have for you guys PSA submission video number 4. Still have not gotten my third PSA submission back from PSA yet, but the special this month for May was so outstanding. Only $7 a card with no minimum and 30-day turnaround time. I decided to jump on it and submit a lot of the cards that I had. I would have been doing a PSA submission soon anyways, just because of the amount of cards that I had that need to get graded. But everything just sort of comes at a fantastic time for this PSA submission. This is a PSA submission and a PSA regrade. I'll be showing the cards that I'm regrading after I go through all of the raw ungraded cards. This submission mainly trends towards old school EX cards. My last PSA submission was basically all new school full arts and stuff like that. Very little old school stuff. But this one is very old school, looking to add to my EX series collection, and so hoping that this will come back with some good grades. So to start off, I have a couple of brand new full arts that you might not have seen yet, as I really haven't had a lot of time to do BCBM videos. Yeah. So here's the first one, Mega Rayquaza EX Full Art. Very beautiful card. Extremely happy to have picked this up. I actually bought it off of the Charizard Authority, if you guys know him. Shipped pretty fast. I actually got it before the release date of the set, which was nice to have. I did order another. I don't know where it has gone. Here it is. But this one I am not going to be submitting to PSA because this one's mintier. This one has a good chance at a 9/10. I doubt it'll get a 10, but it has a chance anyway. This one has no chance whatsoever of a PSA 10, and a good grade for this one would be a 9, so I'm not submitting it. So there's that first card. Next one, also from Roaring Skies, Latios EX Full Art. Very, very nice. This is pretty mint. I'm hoping for a 9. Doubt it will get a 10. And that's going to do it for the Roaring Skies cards. I actually put in a big order to Troll and Toad. Paid about $50 for new school Roaring Skies full arts, but they came and they were really damaged. It really stank. I figured, I don't usually order from Troll and Toad. I'll get it off of eBay, but I figured I'd pick them up in one fell swoop. Wouldn't have to do all the eBay browsing, but the cards came in terrible condition. I'm actually returning them because they're so bad. Like, I can't even sell them and say that they're near mint. That's how bad the condition that they were in, which really stinks considering they're brand new cards, and I assume they pulled them out of packs. Next card, Secret Rare Dusk Noir. Bought this a while ago, didn't make it into my last PSA submission video, seeing as the prices for submitting were very high. But it is making it into this one. This one has a pretty good chance at a 10. Great centering, and just a very nice card overall. The guy I bought it from, believe he pack pulled it and put it straight into a sleeve, and I got it from him right after that. Next card is probably the most epic card in this submission. It is Latias Gold Star from Japanese EX Deoxys, or Clash of the Blue Sky. Now you might say, oh, well, what's the big deal about this card? You can go on eBay, get it for $50. Not really that rare. First edition. That's right, first edition Latias Gold Star. These are so hard to come by. They're so valuable. I actually picked it up off of one of my Japanese sites that I keep near and dear to my heart, secret from a lot of other people. So, don't bother asking me what website I got off, because I'm not going to tell you. I know that's maybe a little selfish, but I like keeping some of my secrets as a collector. This card, actually, it's not in mint condition. It's got some edge wear down here on the bottom left corner, and just some wear up on this left edge. But it's really, really nice for the price I paid. I paid $33 for this, which I just thought was amazing. So very happy to get this card. Really, I'm hoping it'll grade higher than a 7. I'd be happy with a 7. Anything less than that would kind of stink. But really, would be great to have that card PSA grade and encapsulated, as the front looks perfect. Now into some Japanese Emerald Break full arts. Mega Latios EX full art. Don't think you guys have seen this card on my channel yet. I actually finally got the package that this card came, and I ordered them right after the release of Emerald Break, and it came like 2 days ago, which was really scary. I'd filed an eBay case, gotten my money back, and everything, but that's kind of weird when you assume something's lost in the mail and then it turns out it's not. But yeah, so now I have this card in my collection. Very awesome. Gem Mint will be submitting it to PSA. And next up, I have 1, 2, 3 Mega Gallade EX Full Arts. All Japanese, all first edition, all Gem Mint, which is really nice. One of these came in the order with the Mega Latios EX Full Art. One of them came from a Japanese website. I paid like $10 for it, which is really nice. And another one I ordered after I got my money back for the first one. Wanted to replace it, but just everything seemed to fall in where I thought I didn't have one, then I ordered another, and then another one was at a great price, and everything just sort of came together where now I have 3 of them, and I'm submitting all of them because they all look gem mint, all look fantastic, and hoping for 10s on these. One will probably stay in my collection, and I will sell the other 2. Breezing through these cards here. A lot of the new cards are in the front. Older cards are coming up right after these next 2 cards. I am submitting 2 Shiny Rayquaza EX XY122 promo cards that you got from redeeming Emerald Break code cards, quote-unquote, that you got in the Emerald Break booster packs. One of these is mine, and the other one was actually purchased by one of my subscribers, Poke Grownups. Don't know if you guys know them. They put up fantastic videos, but they actually live in the UK, so it made a lot more sense for them to buy and pay me to submit the card to PSA for them and then mail it back to them in the UK, rather than me shipping it to them in the UK, them shipping it back to PSA here in the US, and then PSA shipping it back to them in the UK. So just cutting down on the transit time for them, and probably getting them a better deal in the process. Next up, now we're getting into the old school EX cards. Regice EX is the first one I'm submitting. This is a Crystal Shard Hollow EX card from EX Hidden Legends. Beautiful, beautiful card. Actually did buy this off of Troll and Toad, and I'm hoping... Sorry for the cut there, guys. My phone actually ran out of memory. I have a new phone, so it's kind of crazy. Hopefully it won't happen again. But as I was saying, Regice EX, bought from Troll and Toad, great condition, hoping for a PSA 10. Love these old Crystal Shard Hollow EX cards. Next up, another EX card from EX Hidden Legends that I actually pulled myself. The first EX card that I have pulled out of EX series booster packs. I was never able to get one as a kid, so very happy that I was able to open up some EX series packs and get this EX card. I'd opened up a bunch before, but never really was able to get the EX card that I'd always wanted. So really nice to have this one. It's perfect. It's gem mint. It better get a 10. Pack pulled by me straight into a sleeve and card saver. And next up we have a couple Japanese EX series cards. We have Latios EX, which I actually purchased off of one of my trusty Japanese sites. This came with a package where a lot of the cards were really crap condition. I actually got a refund by that site, or store credit or something, so I actually purchased a couple more cards because what the hey. But yeah, I was really looking at them and just sort of threw this one away as being like, oh, it's probably crap like the rest of them. But after taking a second and third look, it looks really nice, and it has a good chance at a 10. And if not, it'll be a 9, and which would really be just great for Japanese old school EX cards, which are really hard to come by, especially in mint condition and well-centered, like this EX Dragon Frontiers card is. I think its Furthest Ends of Offense and Defense is the Japanese set name. But yeah, these cards had really big centering issues, so really happy to get this in mint condition and well-centered. Next Japanese card that I am submitting. Arcanine EX, first edition from Japanese Mirage Forest. Got a couple issues, probably a 9, but I've seen worse grade PSA 10. Actually, I graded a Ho-Oh EX Play Promo, had some edge wear on the top, and it graded a 10, which I was surprised by. And this sort of has some of the same thing, so maybe PSA will miss it. I mean, who knows? They've caught it before, and they've also missed it before, so just submitting it, we'll find out. I'm happy with 9s on old school Japanese EXs. Next up, a very cool Tyranitar EX from Golden Sky Silvery Ocean, the Japanese equivalent of EX Unseen Forces. Very nice to get this card. Again, like the Arcanine, has some issues, but they're really hard to spot. So who knows, maybe PSA will catch it, maybe they won't. Now into some more old school English EX series. Rocket Suicune EX. This one purchased off of eBay for a pretty good price. I think I overpaid a little bit, but it is pretty mint. 9 at least, if not a 10. 10 would be really, really great for me. Hoping for a couple 10s on these old school EX cards, but not a lot. Always want to temper your expectations, I suppose. Alright, next old school English EX is Milotic EX. This one's mint. Hoping for a 9 and also for a 10. It's sort of on that verge where you don't really know which one it's going to get. Could go either way. I'll be happy with a 9 or a 10. I mean, ecstatic about a 10, of course, but really happy with a 9 as well. Purchase this card along with the next couple off of Pokemon Master 556, so very happy to get this card. Next up, another card from Pokemon Master 556. Mew EX from EX Legend Maker. Very nice. This one's one of the more expensive EX Legend Maker EX cards, as Mew EXs from the old school EX series are always pretty expensive. It has a fantastic green background. I really like how the green goes with the purple of the card and the pink of Mew. Next up, we got the final old school EX card from Pokemon Master 556. Banette EX. This one's also from EX Legend Maker. Has that fantastic background artwork. Looks pretty cool. Going from green to blue to a sort of dark purplish pink. I believe he said he pack pulled this, so I'm hoping for maybe 1 out of the 3 cards that I bought from him to get a PSA 10. Next up, Secret Rare Charizard from EX Dragon. Very happy with this card. Purchased it a very long time ago, but just haven't gotten around to grading it. It's a 9. Could be an 8. Really hoping for a 9, as a 9 would look fantastic in my old school EX series collection, as I love this artwork done by Mitsuhiro Arita, one of my favorite TCG artists, along with, I think, Ryo Yuda and Masazu Fukuda. I believe Fukuda did the Gold Stars. Ryu Yuda does a lot of new school full arts that look really nice. Not a big fan of the, what's the graphics company? It's like 5-bin graphics or something like that. Not a big fan of those EX and EX full art cards that they do. On to the last couple cards here. We have a Scizor EX. This is done by Arita as well. Very nice. Should get a 9 or a 10. These last couple EX cards are sort of on that verge as a lot of the cards that I'm submitting here, which hopefully means I'll get maybe 25% of them in 10s. Be happy with that. Next up, Deoxys EX from EX Emerald. This one's not a 10, I know that. There's some edgeware on it. But still, probably a 9. Again, love that green background with the purple Psychic card. On to the last 2 cards, both from EX Power Keepers. Flygon EX is the first one. This one should be a 10. Looks really nice. Didn't pack pull it myself, but purchased it off of eBay. Looks really, really good. Hoping for a 10. Would look amazing in my collection. Flygon's just an amazing Pokemon, and really disappointed it didn't get a Mega Evolution, but these old school EXs really, they do him justice. And the final raw, ungraded card that I am submitting, Metagross EX from EX Power Keepers. Picked this up when I started collecting, but haven't gotten around to grading it until now with this big old school submission. So really hoping that this one comes back at 10. So that is it for my raw ungraded cards. I also have 3 cards that I'm submitting as part of a regrade. These are all going to be submitted in their PSA slabs. I'm not really sure I'm comfortable with taking them out of the slabs as of now, as I know a lot of people, Hisoka 107, Charizard Authority, I know they take the cards, they actually break the cards out of the PSA slabs in order to resubmit them, but I'm really not experienced with that. And with cards like the value that I'm submitting, I'm really hoping that these will, at least one of them will come back at 10, and I won't be wasting some money and just sending them in. They'll take a look and say, nope, they're all still 9s. Yeah, so these are 3 all are PSA 9s that I feel should be worthy of PSA 10s. The first one, Mewtwo Gold Star. Actually got this in a trade with Mr. the 619 game. Beautiful, beautiful card. And when I looked at it, I was kind of surprised that it got a 9. And I mean, centering's great. Not really much wrong with that. There's really nothing on the back here. So hoping PSA will look at this, decide to bump it up to a 10, as that really would be fantastic to get my first Gem Mint 10 Gold Star card. The next 2 cards that I'm regrading are cards that I graded myself, and I believe they would get 10s. They didn't. I looked them over. There are really no issues with them whatsoever. They're both Japanese cards. First one, Darkrai EX Full Art from Dark Rush. First edition card, graded a mint 9. I believe this was with my second PSA submission. But yeah, this one really stinks that it was graded a 9. I have the English version in a 10. One of only 5 English versions graded a PSA 10, so I really want the Japanese one in a 10 to complement that. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm surprised this got a 9. I mean, maybe it's a little bit off center. I mean, but I can't see much wrong with it. And the final card for this PSA submission, number 4, first edition Full Art Genesect EX from Megalocanon. Graded a mint 9. Of course, I believe it should be a 10, so sending it in for a regrade. That is going to do it for this PSA submission video number 4. I actually was packaging up these cards, and then I realized, hey, I probably need to make a video with this submission. Yeah, so just fantastic cards all around. Here's a little thumbnail shot of some of the epic cards that I'm submitting, and hopefully I will get these back pretty quickly. And yeah, so things to look forward to from the channel. I have my PSA returns video coming up. That should be here in about a week or 2 as the turnaround time progresses. Probably doing some more Roaring Skies pack opening, stuff like that. I haven't done any of that yet. Really just been behind on getting stuff, but yeah, you should probably expect a sale video soon as well. So that will do it for this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and stick around for more videos.